Hello, everyone. This is Mark Bucinich of Hudson County View. Thanks again for participating in this latest installment of Hudson County View Live and Uncut. Just like we do every week, we have a lot to talk about. Just want to give you a 2-minute synopsis of what we'll be discussing in the various segments today. One obviously has to do with the big street brawl on 30 Bostwick Avenue in the Greenville section of Jersey City that occurred 2 days ago, and then the Jersey City officials led by Jersey City Mayor Stephen Fulop and Public Safety Director James Shea, as well as the Police Chief Michael Kelly, held a press conference yesterday, which we live streamed to our Facebook page, and they provided the city's response. So we'll provide you some video of that particular press conference. We'll also get into, related to Jersey City as well, matters that came up on the city council at its caucus meeting on Monday evening, as well as its caucus meeting last night, and that has to do with the installation of 72 new poles for the deployment for the build out of a 5G wireless, cellular and wireless infrastructure network, I should say. And it was Ward C Councilman Richard Bargiano, who on Monday during the caucus meeting said that he had seen a post on Facebook that alerted him and alarmed him about the possible high radiation levels that would be emitted from 5G infrastructure. So we'll be discussing that. We'll also get to Hoboken as far as the city council had their meeting last night, and they're having, obviously, as Jersey City is having issues with its budget with a $70 million shortfall. Hoboken is experiencing its own shortfall with a potentially $20 million budget shortfall. So the council members had a chance to respond to the city's layoff of 26 municipal employees, and we'll also get to. As I said, we'll be providing video of the Bostwick street fight, and we'll be right back after these messages. Thank you.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design studio and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights, your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments, carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants, all major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation, credit cards and debit cards accepted, financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712. The Jersey City Medical Center. You know it for its award-winning, life-saving ambulance service. It's also your health hub, with health and wellness locations staffed with certified professionals all through Hudson County. The Jersey City Medical Center, here to help you with your healthy, here when you need us the most. The Jersey City Medical Center. Visit us on the net to learn more. Jersey City Medical Center, Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health Facility. Let's be healthy together.
Hello, everyone. Thanks again for participating in this recent installment of Hudson County View Live and Uncut. I'm Mark Bucinich. And before we get to the discussion of the street brawl that occurred in the 30 Bostwick Avenue in Greenville section of Jersey City on Monday, I just want to provide you with the recent updates from the New Jersey Department of Health regarding the ongoing coronavirus pandemic in Hudson County and how it's been affecting residents, and obviously, and also how it's led to, unfortunately, the tragic loss of hundreds of people within the county. We just want to provide you as far as what the number of cases are as of 1 o'clock this afternoon. According to the New Jersey Department of Health, there is 16,354 positive test positive test results of COVID cases in the county. And Jersey City has the highest number of cases. Right now, that stands at 5,899. Then some of the other towns include Bayonne, which has 696 cases. Union City has 2,973 cases. West New York has 1,849 cases, while North Bergen has 2,276 cases, followed by Kearney with 1,049 cases. Harrison has a total of 339 cases. We weren't able to get from the most recent updated data from Hoboken, Weehawken, and East Newark. But if that information comes through during the broadcast, we'll be sure to present that to you as well. As we said, there was a big street brawl at 30 Bostwick Avenue in Jersey City, and you'll see from the video, from some of the Facebook video that we were able to acquire, you could see how that
6 feet, 6 feet, 6 feet.
How that particular brawl unfolded in the Greenville section of Jersey City. Now, it was, you could see there's a fight happening right there, and then the police arrived on the scene, and at first it seemed that maybe there was the police actions were under scrutiny, but they haven't arrived yet on the scene. But according to Jersey City Mayor Stephen Fulop and police officials, based on the footage that they've been able to acquire from CCTV camera footage and even police officers' body cam footage, it demonstrates that they exhibited extreme restraint in how they were able to deal with the brawl that unfolded, unfortunately, at 30 Bostwick Avenue. So again, the officials had their press conference yesterday, and we want to go to that press conference so that you could hear directly from the officials about what they were able to view so far from the footage that they've been able to acquire. So let's go to that video right now.
We live in an environment where people can post things on social media, where they can doctor and edit videos on social media. But the good thing is that officers show a very, very clear picture and timeline of what transpired on Bostwick Avenue yesterday. They attempted to disperse the crowd. While attempting to disperse the crowd, one of our officers was attacked by a juvenile male who grabbed him around the midsection area, attempting to take his weapon or appearing to take his weapon, definitely pulling at his duty belt. That young male was pursued by two of our officers who attempted to place him under arrest. When they did so, he resisted, and he was joined by two females who also resisted the arrest. While they were another officer joined him. While they were trying to effect that arrest, another perpetrator, identified as Deshaun Muhammad, came behind our officer and put him in a bear hug after flailing his arms wildly. During that, both officers fell to the ground, and another gentleman, identified as Roland Gregory, approached our officers. And is the gentleman seen in the video on top of the officer when our other officer attempts to disrupt that fight. Our OC spray, oleocapsicum pepper spray, was deployed by responding officers and had no effect. At that point, one of our officers deployed his expandable baton, which is an impact piece of equipment which is designed for use if the pepper spray does not work. He deployed it against the two gentlemen that were wrestling with the police officer, striking them in the arms, legs, and one strike to what appears to be from the video the hip buttock area.
Anytime a police officer is in danger of losing his weapon, lives can be lost. We do not allow people to strike at our weapon, attempt to rip our weapon from our police officers, or touch our weapon. Those are two very, very important points. And the third that I will say is, from all of the video that I've seen on social media, police video body cam, our police officers acted with great restraint and used exactly the force necessary to bring this situation to a close where nobody was hurt, even people that were fighting with the police.
I'm going to repeat, I haven't seen anything that would trigger an investigation of an officer, but the whole incident will remain under investigation, and I'm not the last word on that, as I shouldn't be. outside units like the Hudson County Prosecutor's Office will review.
Good Friend Self-Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self-Storage. Let us be your good friend.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers a quality of life you deserve in 10 high-rise rental towers with amenities such as the on-site Newport Path subway, light rail and ferry service, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Sears, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams Supermarket is just outside your front door. A health and fitness club, spa, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. NewportNJ.com. Enjoy the New York skyline from Newport Town Square. Manhattan is just one path stop away or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Want to visit Newport? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. Go to NewportNJ.com for details. Newport has luxurious towers, great restaurants, shopping, New York skyline views, schools, playgrounds, a marina and yacht club, gym, spa, fine wine, fine living. It's incredible. It's you. NewportNJ.com. Newport, live like you want.
Hello again, everyone. Mark Busich of Hudson County View. Thanks again for participating with us this afternoon. Just want to mention regarding the last segment for the number of people that were arrested by the Jersey City Police Department as a result of the street fight that erupted on 30 Bostwick Avenue in Jersey City on Monday, that obviously required numerous Jersey City police officers who had to intervene. And according, as you saw in the press conference that we filmed on yesterday, at a noon press conference outside Jersey City Police headquarters, there were a total of 5 people who were charged. Well, let's give you the rundown. As far as it was, Roland Gregory has been charged with obstruction, while Deshaun Muhammad and Letitia Gregory were both charged with aggravated assault on a police officer, as well as disorderly conduct, obstruction, resisting arrest, and failure to disperse. So we're still going to remain in Jersey City. Just to transition, shift gears to a political story that came out of Jersey City, starting on Monday night, and then obviously continued on to Wednesday with the Jersey City Council meeting virtually. Again, they're meeting via Microsoft Teams. But it was on Monday evening that Ward C Councilman Richard Bargiano had the opportunity to express his opposition to an agreement, an ordinance between the city and a telecommunications provider, Cross River Fiber is the name of the telecoms firm, which has an agreement to install up to 72 poles throughout the city, so that it supports the 5G wireless cellular network, which is a progression from what most smartphone users and most of us are used to, whereby we join 4G networks to get out to the internet and download data and upload data. Well, now the city wants to be able to upgrade its network to a 5G network. And Richard Bargiano said that he saw a post on Facebook whereby it alluded to the unhealthy emission levels being emitted from 5G infrastructure. He said that he saw that on a Facebook post, and he caught a lot of. Hudson County View was the first outlet to report on his comments, and then so the city had an opportunity to vote on whether this ordinance will carry through. So that the agreement can be put into effect. But the city council voted to table the ordinance, so that the next time it'll be able to bring up this discussion will be on May 20th. As we said, Councilman Bargiano received some criticisms for his mentioning that he saw a Facebook post that radiation levels being emitted from a 5G infrastructure, but he wasn't just the only one that voiced concerns about this. The public had a chance to weigh in during the public portion of the meeting last night. And Lucy Stahl, who's a registered nurse in the city and has 2 children and lives in lives within Jersey City, said that she would be because her children's bedroom faces the street. She said she would be very concerned if a 5G network was installed with a utility pole right next to her children's bedroom. And also, former Ward B Councilman Chris Gatson also called in during the public portion of the city council meeting last night, and he said that that the city needs to slow down, needs to take its time with this particular ordinance, which it did. It did agree to table this ordinance until May 20th. But Chris Gatson said that just like the way the city communicates with residents about the installation of CCTV cameras and street paving, it should do the same for the installation of this 5G network. Interestingly, that the telecoms provider Cross River Fiber said that it did agree. One of the provisions with this agreement with the city is that the firm will have to notify, because Councilman Richard Bargiano expressed some concern that utility workers from the telecoms provider was spray painting circles on residents' properties to designate locations for the install of these utility poles. And Chris Gatson said that just there needs to be more communication about this before the city commences with the installation of these new poles. So we're going to be going to commercial break right now. Please stay with us.
Most women who give birth recover without problems, but any woman can have complications after the birth of a baby. Learn the post-birth warning signs such as fever, headache, chest pain, shortness of breath, increased bleeding, or thoughts of hurting yourself or someone else. Knowing these can save your life or the life of someone that you love. Trust your instincts. If you feel something is wrong, call and get evaluated by your healthcare provider. If your symptoms get worse or you do not hear back from your physician, call 911 or go to the nearest emergency room.
RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
Pan & Pinto Properties, Jersey City. Shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces that address your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment. Adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at panandpintoproperties.com. Pan & Pinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
Hello again, everyone. Mark Busich of Hudson County View. We just want to pick up from the last segment whereby we were talking about the city council, that is on Wednesday evening, tabling an ordinance to install 72 utility poles throughout the city so that the city can benefit from a 5G wireless network. One of the things that came up during the last night's council meeting, which was pretty interesting, was that the first assistant at Corporation Counsel, Nick Strasser, he was asked his opinion by the city council members as far as whether or not how long the city can delay this particular ordinance. And he made sure to inform them that the city doesn't have much wiggle room in this because the FCC, that is the Federal Communications Commission, has already determined that 5G utility equipment, network equipment, is safe. And this was his, just want to read what his quote was when the council members, led by Richard Bargiano, who said that there should be a way for the city to address whether or not there are these particular health issues associated with 5G equipment. But Jersey City First Assistant to Corporation Counsel, Nick Strasser, told the council that federal law states that no state or local government may regulate the placement, construction, and modification of personal wireless service facilities on the basis of the environmental effects of radio frequency emissions, which is what he was reading from federal law, which is a federal statute. Title 47 is the section 322 is the actual federal law, if you're interested in looking that particular statute up. He said, simply put, the FCC has reviewed this and deemed the equipment in this ordinance to be safe to the public and Congress has given the FCC exclusive jurisdiction to determine what is safe and is not, and has prevented states and municipalities from individually deciding what is safe and is not from an emission standpoint on this equipment. So, so that led Councilman at Large Daniel Rivera to say that the city's in a tough spot because it runs the risk, believe it or not, of being potentially sued by the vendor and by the federal government if it doesn't go forward with this particular ordinance. Now, we just want to make mention that even though the city can't, one thing that the First Assistant Attorney Nick Strasser wanted to make sure that the City Council understood is that even though it can't regulate the placement, and as far as it cannot deny an application because of what they deem as unhealthy aspects of a 5G network equipment, it does have the ability to provide some restrictions. So, for example, the city can determine where these particular within, say, for example, it could determine that utility poles can't be located next to fire hydrants. It cannot be located next to driveways. And in fact, the network provider, Cross River Fiber, went out of its way to reach an agreement. It agreed to certain provisions within its agreement with the city, whereby it would send out notices just the same way that PSE&G issues notices went to residents that they had to perform certain utility work in and around their property. Well, this particular telecom provider, Cross River Fiber, said it would do the same to accommodate residents' concerns about where this particular the utility poles would be located. Now, again, regarding the issue of the city potentially being sued, as we know and as we reported, the city is facing a $70 million budget deficit. So the last thing the city needs to endure or to take on at this point would be a lawsuit either by the telecoms provider or the federal government. So again, Nick Strasser wanted to make sure that the city council understood that it can restrict certain things about the placement of the utility poles, but for the FCC has complete authority over the safety and what it deems safety emissions from 5G utility poles, 5G network infrastructure, that is. So we're going to be going to another commercial break. When we get back, we'll be talking about what's been happening at Hoboken. They had their city council last night. Just like Jersey City, Hoboken is facing a maybe Second Ward Councilwoman Tiffany Fisher said that they're maybe experiencing a $20 million budget shortfall. So we'll get to that story as soon as we get back from this commercial break.
Rama Jewelers, located in the Lyndhurst Shopping Center at 413 Valley Brook Avenue, Lyndhurst. Come for all your jeweler needs at Rama Jewelers, where you will find a fine selection of necklaces, earrings, rings, and bracelets. Choose from one of our complete sets, our many signature items, or find the perfect engagement ring. Come on down. That's Rama Jewelers at 413 Valley Brook Ave, Lyndhurst. Call 201-939-5784 or visit us online today.
You know those times when you need to see the doctor, but you just can't get to the doctor? So where do you go? Go to the App Store, download the TeleMed app from RWJ Barnabas Health, and you see the doctor right away. From any mobile device, whenever you want, wherever you are.
Quality care, no appointment necessary. The doctor is online when you download the TeleMed app.
Don't you feel better already?
RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
Mark Bucinch again. Thanks again for participating in this newest installment of Hudson County View Live and Uncut. Our reporter, Hudson County View reporter Corey McDonald, covered the Hoboken City Council last night, and he also reported on another Hoboken-related story. He talked about a recent call that he participated in, a media call with U.S. Senator from New Jersey, Bob Menendez, who is aiming to, who's sponsored a bill to provide up to $500 billion in relief to cities and states around the country. And it was there were multiple mayors on the call with U.S. Senator Bob Menendez, including Hoboken Mayor Ravi Bala. Now, as we've reported extensively, Hoboken is facing potentially, as we said before the commercial break, Second Ward Councilwoman Tiffany Fisher said that Hoboken may be experiencing up to a $20 million shortfall. And so because of the ongoing pandemic, all the safety measures that the Mile Square City has to take and regarding this pandemic, and also because of the strict social distancing guidelines and the strict stay-at-home orders are obviously leading to a downfall and a big drop in revenue. City hasn't been able to collect taxes, for example, on, say, Ravi Bala said during the call that Corey McDonald participated in, that the city has lost like 75% of its parking revenue since this pandemic began. And also, construction fees have been, there have been no fees from construction-related activity, and also from the court system as well. So this is putting a dire straits on the city of Hoboken. And during last night's council meeting, which the council members had a chance to weigh in on the city's decision to lay off 26 employees, 15 of them supposedly, reportedly, as reported by Corey McDonald, were offered an early retirement. But some of the employees wondered whether or not these were politically motivated. This was a politically motivated selection as far as the amount of people who were being terminated from the city. Nonetheless, this comes on the heels of that we reported last week, where the Hoboken Municipal Supervisors Association president Dawn DiLorenzo said that because some of her members were out of the 26 employees that were laid off, some of them were her own members, and she said that she feels that that her union and that her staff are being treated like a bunch of garbage by the city. So during the last night's council meeting, the council wanted to know when will the city be offering up its budget, because these layoffs, some of the complaints came from First Ward Councilman, which is not, which was kind of expected given the long conflict he's had with Hoboken Mayor Ravi Bala. But he said that that these layoffs have been put into effect without the city, even before the city even got its budget put forward to the council. So we want to end, actually, before we're wrapping up on Hoboken, but before we close out this segment and close out this week's show, we just want to provide you with a video footage of, which was interesting. This was filmed by a resident who filmed the North Hudson Regional Fire and Rescue Squad saving a deer from the Hudson River just the other day. He was trapped in a water drainage pipe in the Hudson River, and as you can see in the video, they're doing their best as the deer is struggling and fighting against being brought safely back to land. The North Hudson Regional Rescue and Fire Department were able to save that particular deer and bring it back onto land, and hopefully now it has a new home. And we just want to just show you the rest of this clip as we close out this segment. You can see there, this deer is struggling mightily to get away from the members of the North Hudson Regional Fire and Rescue Squad, but they were able. We can safely say and report that the deer was brought back onto land, and hopefully, well, this just comes after 2 days ago when a gray steel pup was found bathed on the Hoboken waterfront. So we want to thank you, everyone, who participated in this recent installment of Hudson County View Uncut. We'll see you again next week.